Well, hi everybody. It's the last weekend in May. It's time for the weekend video. Get ready. Hey everybody. Well, first of all, I want to say thank you to John from California who stopped by to visit me on his cross-country trip. Really great guy, and video watcher, Powercast listener, good old gospel revolutionary, and I really enjoyed my time with him yesterday. So I want to thank John for having stopped by, and if anybody is ever in the area, I usually only need about 24 hours notice, and I'll be happy to meet up with you somewhere. So what I want to talk about today is some people who come around to our gospel, the gospel of grace and peace, and that all are redeemed, still can't get rid of their focus and concentration on sin. They still believe that actions and deeds are sin, and they are not. Sin was taken away at the cross. The law of sin and death was abolished at the cross. There is no more law. It was abolished, like Paul said, and he said because it's abolished, all things are literally legal. All things are permissible, but he also said not all things are beneficial. Somebody posted in a grace group the other day that he doesn't want some funky, mushy grace where his actions and deeds that not all of his actions and deeds are condoned by God. That God's got to not condone something. Well, if the law is taken away, there's nothing he's going to condone you by, and the opposite of condoning means if he doesn't condone something, then he's condemning it. But if the law is taken away, there's nothing he condemns you by. And he certainly doesn't condemn you by the sin of the world anymore, because that is also taken away. So how do we look at this now in this new mentality where we're not focused on our actions and deeds and whether God is condoning us or condemning us because of them? Because so many people instantly jump to, well, that just means I can do anything. And it's like, yes, you can do anything, but like Paul said, not everything's beneficial. And odds are you're not going to just go do anything. For folks who have embraced our message and embraced the gospel and at least the redemption of the world, but still have this idea that people are living in sin either because they're homosexual or they're an alcoholic or a drug addict or whatever vice they have or whatever behavior they've got, that they still need to change. Not in the eyes of God. They do not need to change. God, of course, loves people, all people, and wants, of course, what benefits us. But Paul said he took the law away for freedom. That freedom gives us responsibility. When you have a mindset of actions and deeds and sin, and that you have a sin that is besetting you, first of all, the law gave power to that, so once that's gone, at least that leverage is gone. But you can actually take responsibility for yourself and ask yourself, well, how do I feel about some things that I'm doing? And they're self-destructive, and maybe you've got some bad habits, but at least you can take the responsibility of your life finally into your hands once and for all, because God gave you the complete freedom and responsibility for yourself. You don't have to worry about God condemning you or condoning you for what you do or don't do. And it lets you take charge a little bit in your life. And if you want to work on some things in your life, you have full freedom to do it without worrying about failure. Try again if you want. But it's up to you. Everything is up to you, your responsibility, your choice, and hopefully you make good choices for yourself. If you don't make good choices for yourself, you're still not condemned by God. You are still righteous, perfect, and holy. But oh, it is much more relaxing to let go of that mindset of actions and deeds. It is so much more rewarding. And you may, because the condemnation of actions and deeds was taken away and abolished at the cross. That's all I have for you this weekend, folks, and have a revolutionary week.